What's going on, everyone? It's Mike back again for another tier list video. First and foremost, how are you, John?
I'm coolio, mate. Are you alright?
Oh, yeah, mate. Have you missed me?
No, not really. Like a boil on the arse.
Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. That's exceptional, that is. How's your thumb now?
Well, the clinics still are open, Hardy, so it's stuck like that.
Brilliant. Just perfect angle for your bumhole. Right, so we are doing our tier list. This is our early predictions video based on, not a lot really, going through who's going to finish champions to who's going to get relegated. There are 7 categories, which we've got champions, Champions League, Europa League, 8th to 10th, average 11th and 14th, worried 15th to 17th, and relegated Everton 18th to 20th. Okay, so we're going to go one team at a time. Have you got the list of Premier League teams in front of you? Because if you haven't, you're probably fucked.
No, I haven't, no.
Okay, all right, well, okay.
Because you didn't tell me.
Well, just fucking guess. So, anyway, we go with number 1. So I'm going to go... So, first and foremost, I'll tell you who I think and we'll see if we agree. We'll go one by one, just like we did last time. Yeah?
You doke.
Champions, I believe that will be Manchester City. Reasons for that is, I think they will invest cleverer. I think Koulibaly will be their centre-back. I suspect Manchester City will just pip a certain red team to first. What do you think, John?
Well... Listen, Man City have to strengthen at the back. There's no two ways about that. I think that's probably why they did lose the league the season just gone. I thought they played the better football. They didn't take the foot off the pedal even when it was impossible for them to win the league. They were still beating teams 5-0, 6-0, you know. And I think it was pretty obvious that they did need centre-halves in January. They didn't strengthen there. I just can't see them not strengthening for the season ahead. Koulibaly is being touted as the one who's going to go there and plug that defence for them. And also a certain Mr. Messi is being linked with them now. I think there's 3 teams who could probably afford them. You threw Man United into the mix today. Man City can afford his £1 million a week wages. And, you know, if PSG sold Mbappe and Neymar, then they probably could. But to work with Pep again, I think he goes there, improves that team massively again, and for me there's only one winner next season, and that's City all over.
Yeah, agreed. There we go. And we had a little monologue from him as well, which was fucking excellent. Right, guys, so we go Champions League. So John, this is your spot now. So who's the first team? Who's going to finish second?
Well, we're not going to talk about the dark side too much, but you know, after winning the league last season, they're going to go into the new season confident, aren't they? So, hurts me to say it, but I think it's the dark side.
Okay, fair enough. I will stick the shite in Champions League spot. Third, I believe, is going to be Chelsea. I think Chelsea could give both City and Liverpool a run for their money this season with the players that they've been linked with. They have also been linked with Messi as well, which is quite scary. Yeah. They've signed Werner, Zajcek. On top of that, they're getting Silva. There's about 4 players signing for them this week, apparently.
Havertz. Well.
Yeah, Havertz. You know, they've got some top players signing for them. So for me, I could see Chelsea genuinely winning the league, but I just think because it's a new team put together, I think it'll be a season too early for them. And I personally think that Liverpool and Man City have both just got a little bit more togetherness currently, that I think Chelsea finished third. What about you, John?
Yeah, don't get me wrong, they're going to be a fantastic team, Chelsea. What worries me a little bit is, you know, Frank Lampard hasn't managed in the Premier League that long, and he's got this array of top talent at his disposal. Now, I agree with you. I think they will go all out for it. Will they win it? No, I don't think so. I think it's going to be a season where they bed in. Lampard gets used to working with top players. Listen, Frank Lampard's won many trophies as a footballer. Now he's come into the managerial situation. I think this season will be bedding them in, as you say. they're going to finish in the top 4 for me without a doubt. I think the following season, I think that's when we can categorically say this is where they will go for it now. So for me, 3rd.
Yeah, agreed. Right, that's fine. I will stick Chelsea into 3rd. Right, who's 4th, John? Last Champions League spot.
Man U for me. When Ole Gunnar Solskjaer got the job, I was quite surprised, to be fair. He's only been there as an interim boss. He struggled towards the end of that, but they still give him the job. And I tipped Everton to hopefully challenge the likes of Man U next season when we got the manager that we did. But obviously the season didn't pan out like we all hoped it would. Solskjaer seems to have got his own ideas across to that team. Now it looks like Pogba's staying for signing a new contract.
Yeah.
You've got Arsenal's who could challenge them. I just think Man U are going to be better than Arsenal for the next Champions League spot.
Yeah, fair enough. That's absolutely fine, and I completely agree. So far we got 1st, 2nd, 3rd. We got Man United, Liverpool, Chelsea, Man United, Man City. Fucking hell, terrific. Europa League. So for 5th spot, I go Arsenal. I think Pepe will have a better season this season. I think he will be a lot more dangerous. I think the recruitment that they're making, I think the fact that they've signing Gabriel Magalhaes will be a massive benefit for them. And actually, Arteta had them playing decent football. They won the FA Cup at the end of the season. For me, Arsenal are going in the right direction to where they want to go. So for me, I think Arsenal finish 5th. What about you, John?
Yeah, I agree. And listen, Arteta's gone in there and he's sort of carried the mould on of the Arsenal way, the way they play football. It was good attacking football. Again, a bit like City. Not as good as City, obviously, because the league doesn't lie. But defensively, they looked a bit up and down. I think them bringing Magalhaes in will tighten them up at the back, which will allow them to push forward and press even more. I think is it Aubameyang who signed the new contract, or Lacazette? Yeah. One of them. Aubameyang. There's rumours Lacazette may go. That's gone quiet. So listen, if they can keep Aubameyang, they can keep Lacazette. As you say, Pepe's going to improve again this season. If they can tighten that defence up, Arsenal are going to be a good team next season, I think.
Yep, fair enough. So we both agree. I can't believe we haven't disagreed yet, to be honest, because I can't wait for us to disagree and then we argue and then you see me jump through the screen and twat you everywhere. 6th spot. Now, this is an interesting one, and the video that I've done today, this video comes out tomorrow, so the video that I've done today talks about James Rodriguez signing, and actually it's an incredibly positive video, as you've already seen. The day before that video, me and John sat in the car and we basically ripped Everton to pieces. We said the recruitment was awful. We said we were really worried about the season. And we were really negative between us. Then all of a sudden, in the space of 24 hours, Alan looks like it's getting even closer. Doucouré's still on the table. And Everton are making this ambitious move for James Rodriguez. So all of a sudden, I'm sitting there going, oh my God, I've gone from thinking we're going to be bottom 5 to... actually, we could be top 6. So, this might be the first one we disagree with, but I actually put Everton 6th. I think Everton strengthening midfield is a massive boost. I think the fact that they strengthen midfield will mean that there'll be more goals and a better defence. And the facts are, Everton weren't bad at clean sheets last season anyway. They kept, I think it was the 4th highest in the league, or 5th highest. It weren't bad. We scored an okay amount of goals, but hoping that bringing in 3 of those players, Doucouré, Rodriguez and Allen, gives you goals and gives you a better defence. So for me, on the logic of that, I go Everton finish 6th. What about you, John?
A disagreement. I go Leicester. News was broke today that Jamie Vardy signed a new contract. Everton needs someone like a Jamie Vardy who knows where the goal is. You know, he's had a good career, Jamie Vardy, from playing in lower league to moving up, and signed a new contract with Leicester. Hurts me to say this, I think they've got a good manager in Brendan Rodgers. Had a bit of a shit end to the season and blew it, to be fair. But I think a fresh start, Brendan Rodgers there, if they can improve the team, give everyone a lift for Jamie Vardy signing a new contract, I'm going Leicester 6th.
Okay, so now we're going to have to go with which one of us are we going with?
Do you want a toss for it?
Yeah, you got a coin?
Oh, I was not about that. I haven't got a coin.
No.
I've got mine in my head, so you pick the other one. I've picked one straight away.
Yeah, mine's Everton.
No, you tit. Just pick heads or tails in your head. Just tell me, because I've picked mine in my head, and I won't change it.
Brilliant. Fucking brilliant. Brilliant. Okay. I'm going heads.
Well, I've picked heads.
Well, brilliant. So Everton go 6th. There we go. Brilliant. Okay, so in 7th place, as a result, I'll put Tottenham into 7th. I think Tottenham will have a okay season. They've obviously signed Højbjerg. They've been linked with Allen today, but look, I suspect that Harry Kane will get injured. I suspect that I look at Spurs and I'm waiting for them to implode. They had a good end to the season, absolutely no doubt about it. But I'm waiting for them to fall apart because that's what Mourinho does. So for me, they finished 7th.
Yeah, I think they finished 7th at a push. I think there was little murmurings towards the end of last season that he was starting to fall out with players. And listen, I know they've signed Højbjerg, but they need to strengthen more than that for me to challenge higher than 7th. If they don't spend money, apart from Højbjerg, Mourinho and Levy could probably fall out because, listen, Daniel Levy doesn't like spending a lot of money, and if he does spend money, he likes to sell to recoup it. They've just moved into a new stadium, and this is the conversation we had, Michael, when we were slagging Everton off the other day. So for me, yeah, I probably agree, Tottenham 7th at a push.
What about Leicester?
Oh, yeah.
Because you just said they'd finish 6th.
Yeah, but yeah, no, I'll go Leicester 7th. Then I will put Leicester 7th, and then I'll probably put Tottenham 8th.
Yep, fair dues, and I'm happy to go with that. Based on that, I'm happy to put Leicester in 7th. I'm happy to say Tottenham finish 8th. I'll go with you on that one. Right, we go to 9th. I think this is going to be a little bit controversial. This one again, I think going controversial, going straight off the bat. I actually go Leeds.
No.
So the reason I go Leeds is obviously they've just signed Valencia centre forward Moreno or whatever his name is, very good player, and Leeds have got some good players anyway. I think they will strengthen. I think they'll spend money. They've got money to strengthen. So me personally, I go with 9th. Now, unfortunately for you, John, you've got to go with me on this one. So you fucked it. But who do you think is going to finish 9th? The obvious one's Wolves, isn't it?
Yeah. Listen, I'm picking Wolves before Leeds. I think Leeds will be in the average tier for me, 11 to 14. Listen, I know they've just signed the centre forward. He's a great player. They need to strengthen more than that. Will Bielsa be loyal to the players that got them into the Premier League? You still have to strengthen when you come up from the Championship to the Premier League. It's a massive, massive jump. And some teams, I think Brighton was one of them, and they learned from that. They didn't really, improve. All right, they brought players in, but with the players that they brought in good enough to keep them in the Premier League, well, not keep them in the Premier League, but finish where you're saying Leeds will finish. No, they weren't. So for me, it's a big step up. You're being very kind to Leeds there, in my opinion.
Fair enough, but you've got to go with it. So unlucky, you fuckface. Okay, we go 10th. Now, I think you suggested, I think we both suggest Wolves potentially for 9th, 10th. I would put Wolves in 10th. I think that they will not have a good season. I think losing Adama Traore is going to hurt them if they lose him. I think he might not be the only one to go because of financial fair play. They've already signed Maitland-Niles, who is a player that I don't really rate. So it makes me wonder. I don't know if he's a right back or he's a winger, but it makes me wonder if he's a winger, is Traore actually definitely going? And if that is the case, as a saleable asset, I think they struggle. So for me, I'll put Wolves 10th.
Yeah, I mean, listen, Wolves are going to have to lose more than one player to hinder that team because, as me and you have spoken in the past, they had Neves and they had players scoring all over the pitch. They had quality all over the pitch. We said this in match previews, match reactions against Wolves, when Everton have played them. But I think they're going to have to lose more than Adama Traore to drop down the league.
And Jimenez. I think they'll lose Jimenez as well.
Well, you see, it's all ifs and buts, isn't it? But they might lose them, and they might bring players in because they've still got Ndonka there, and I don't know. I think Wolves are going to have another good season. You think about it, Michael. They played 55 games last season, including Europa League games, and they only just missed out, on going further in the Europa League. For me, they had a good season after playing that many games. So I don't think they dropped that far, but it's your pick.
Okay, so 10th they go. Off you go.
What?
It's your turn.
Oh, where they go?
11th.
Well, they're going to have to go 11th if it was your turn and you put them in 10th, aren't
No, your turn to pick 11th.
Oh.
You see, this is where all of the teams, in my opinion, and I'll say this about Everton this season, this is where all the teams are shite. They all could get relegated and they all could finish in mid-table, and we've seen it this season.
You see, I put Everton 11th. I really do. Only for the simple fact is, bringing these three players in, if we get the three of them, and just before we come on, Tottenham will link with Alan. It seems like Everton are fucking Tottenham scouts because every player we're going for, they're going for. I just think it's a transitional season for Everton. I think Ancelotti knows that when he come in, the first season's going to be tough. Do I think we're going to jump from where we finished last season to challenging for the Europa League? No, I don't. So probably get shot down for this. But listen, everyone knows how honest I am. I'm putting Everton at 11th.
And look, I do understand your reasoning, but unfortunately you can't because they're 6th.
See, this is where I needed the teams, isn't it? Who's left?
This is where...
Who haven't we placed? This is where I needed it.
Brighton, Burnley, Crystal Palace, Southampton, Fulham, West Ham, Sheffield United, Villa, Albion, Newcastle.
Right, I'm going Sheffield United then, because I think they had a great season last season. I forgot about them, but obviously all the other places are took up now, so I'm dropping Sheffield United straight into 11th.
Yeah, I completely agree with you. So that's fine. We move on. I completely agree. 12th, I think will be, again, might shoot me for this, but I actually think 12th will be Southampton. As long as
I agree.
Yeah, as long as Danny Ings stays fit, scores goals, I think Southampton finish 12th. I could see them finishing higher. I could see them challenging Sheffield United, Wolves, or Leeds, as I put it. But I think, I think they finished 12th. I think they respectively finished 12th. And I do think most Southampton fans would probably take that.
Yeah, agreed. I put them there. I think after the mauling they've got, I've said this before, they really, really turned it around. They were playing for the manager. He signed a new contract. So I can see them having an okay season. They're not going to challenge for nothing. So, yeah, where we said.
Yeah. Do you want me to just go through the rest of the teams and you tell me if you agree? 'Cause it's easier because you ain't got the screen.
Go on.
Yeah. Right, so 14th position. It is 14th, isn't it? I can't count. 13th position, Jesus Christ. I go with West Ham. The reason I go West Ham is I think David Moyes might do a similar job to West Ham as what he did to Everton. I think he will get them playing. I think he will learn a style of play that will make them win games. I think they've got decent players. You can't look at their team and go they haven't got quality. Sebastian Haller was a great signing for a player that he could have been, but he didn't have a great season. So he could come good. You've got Yarmolenko, Funals, Lanzini. You've got players in that midfield that can create stuff. And then, look, defensively, they're not great. But if they could bring in a centre-back of some decent quality, then, I can't see any reason why they can't finish 13th.
Well, I disagree on that one. I would probably put Burnley there. I thought they had an okay season just gone. They started well, and yet they did fall away a bit. But listen, I don't think David Moyes will get West Ham like he got Everton.
Fair dues, and I'm happy to put Burnley in because the team that I'd actually put below West Ham is Burnley. So I completely get your point. And also with Burnley, they've got Sean Dyche, who just seems to win games by the shittest way possible, but he does win games.
Yeah.
So completely agree. Right, so 11th, 12th, 13th. We've got 14th. So based on what I said, I would put West Ham 14th.
Yeah.
You agree with that?
Yeah. Yeah, to be fair. Oh. Yeah.
Okay, right. So we go on to 15th, and this is the worried category. Now, 15th, I actually think we're going to agree to all 5 of these straight off the bat. Let's see. So for 15th, I'll go Newcastle.
No.
Oh, well, you're shit then.
I go Fulham.
You go Fulham. Okay. All right. Yeah. Well, we've got to go with me this time. So, okay. So we go Newcastle 15th. Right. Next one. I know. Next one, I'll go Brighton.
Well, hang on. You've just had your pick, so put Fulham in there.
Yeah, that's what we're doing. We're going with what you said. So, Newcastle, Fulham. Okay. Next one. And this is the last one that stays up because the rest of the teams we say go down. Crystal Palace.
Yeah, agreed.
So, we relegate, although I don't agree with this one because I actually personally... I relegate Fulham, but I can't because we put them 16th, which is fair enough. But we relegate Brighton and Hove Albion, Aston Villa, and West Bromwich Albion.
Yeah, do you know what? That's a good 3 to go down. That I agree with that.
Well, that's what we've done. So the only to be fair to us, John, the only teams we've mega disagreed on is Leeds and Everton.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
and I think that bottom 3, if you went to bookies and put a bit of dough on that early on, might be worth a little bet for that bottom 3 there. To be fair,
Yeah.
West Brom could go back down straight away. I can't see them spending shitloads of money. Brighton, I could see them Brighton going down. To be fair, and who was the other one then?
Villa.
Yeah, they only just stayed up this season. The season just gone. That's a good bottom 3. That I'm going with that. That's sound. That.
Yeah, fair enough. Okay, so our final table is Man City, Liverpool, Chelsea, Man United, Arsenal, Everton, Leicester, Tottenham, Leeds, Wolves, Sheffield United, Southampton, Burnley, West Ham, Newcastle, Fulham, Crystal Palace, West Bromwich Albion, Aston Villa, and Brighton and Hove Albion. The bottom 3 is in no order, so Can you imagine having a tenner in the bookies on that league? I wouldn't put a tenner on it. I'd put a pound on it because I still think a pound would earn you like 100 grand.
Oh, I'll tell you what, I'll take you out for a pint.
So, guys, thank you ever so much for joining us. This is our Premier League predictions tier list. We also will be doing a separate predictions video closer to the start of the season. But that'll be one for John and one for me. So we'll do our own separate videos. Guys, that's me done. I'm out. I've recorded 2 videos today. So you've had enough out of me, you lot. John, anything to say to your adoring fans who probably don't really like you?
Brilliant. No, I just want to mention the kit that got released today. I don't know if you've mentioned it on your other video. I wasn't on that.
Thankful.
I'm not a lover of it. When you do watch this video, leave your comments in the bottom. I did put a poll on the Twitter today. I would have preferred it the other way around. If the goalkeeper had the green kit on and the rest of the players had the black and gold on, I think the black and gold's absolutely phenomenal. But leave your comments at the bottom of the video when it's out and let me know and Michael know what you think of the new kit. The 3rd kit, I should say. Cheers, folks. Thanks for watching, and we will be back soon.
Bye.